Y'all welcome Taylor Pye one more time, please. Shh, we're recording.
Maybe I'm sleeping, maybe I'm awake. Lately I've been walking on the water of life's lake. Waves crashing round me, hoping I don't drown. Pelican fly by, saying don't look down. Don't look down, don't look down. Keep your mind on your business when your feet are off the ground. When you're headed for the shoreline and your soul is heaven bound. Don't look down. Might be I'm dreaming, I don't know for sure, but it's not like any dream that I have ever had before. A universe humming to a soulful sound. A Satchmo floats by, singing down, look down. Don't look down, don't look down. Keep your mind on your business when your feet are off the ground. When you're headed for the shoreline and your soul is heaven bound. Don't look down, don't look down. Does it really matter? Can anybody tell? Are we in a real world or just in a wishing well? Feet on the planet, head up in the cloud, feeling every heartbeat, thinking, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down, don't look, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look down.
Yeah.
Don't look back.
Don't look back, people. Somebody's gaining on you. That's a new one. Have you ever had a Hank Williams moment?
Yes.
You know, one of those moments where you just surrealistically went back in a Hank Williams song. Well, it happened to me, and it brought this song on. Helen and I and Harold were down one night at Wanda Mullen's house, a songwriter friend of ours from Burleson. Just played for her parents while they were here one day, and when we were leaving her house, I had that Hank Williams moment. I walked out there, it was midnight. It was one of those just pitch black nights, and heard a train whistle in the distance, you know, and I looked toward where that train whistle came from. I'm out on the south side of Burleson, out in the country, and if any of y'all are from small towns, you'll know what I'm talking about. A train coming down the track at you has a moving light that moves around like this, and it's to, I guess, to warn animals and stuff and smart people. And Helen was my scribe that night. I was driving, and I just said, write down midnight train calling in the distance, and I'll just finish it when I get home. And she did, and I did. And when I got home that night, I started thinking, where's that going? Because it could go a lot of places. And as a songwriter, sometimes your hand takes over and you just go a certain direction. So this ended up being a song about being crazy about somebody who doesn't know you exist. Has that ever happened to anybody? So we've got a bunch of liars in the room here, Helen, as well. Midnight train is calling in the distance. Feel the lonesome whistle blow. Feeling lonely here without you. And you don't even know that I want you like the nighttime wants the sunshine. Want you like the rivers want the rain. And you don't even know me, don't even know my name. From the first time that I saw you, I ain't never been the same. And I'm wanting you. I'm wanting you. Going through the motions, trying to clear my mind. Vision is as clear to me as eyesight to the blind. And I'm wanting you. I'm wanting you. This pillow doesn't feel like it wants to fit my head. Spending every night wishing you were in my bed. And I'm wanting you. I'm wanting you. I want you like the nighttime wants the sunshine. I want you like the rivers want the rain. And I'm wanting you. I'm wanting you. Hank Williams. Thank you so much.
Trying to give you a little Hank mandolin there in the back, but our instruments aren't quite. How do you say it? Like they're like, ah, la, la, not quite.
Play yours.
Not quite. I'm not quite in tune with you. So which is my open B.
You're a B, so that would be. Let me retune.
And you're in an open, like C or D?
D.
Well, we know that, but we were talking about
and we're having fun
the Chinese part of it. Let's be good to each other now, and none of us getting any younger.
Keep Austin weird.
Come on now. I heard a great joke this week, and if you've heard it, I hate to tell it again, but it was so funny. And I told it to my nephew, and he died laughing. And I said, "So you like old people jokes now?" I said, "Could you love your Aunt Pie so much, Trav?" So here's a thing, Trav. Picture it, man. The senior citizen goes into the Chevrolet place and comes out in a red convertible Corvette. He gets on the interstate, immediately hits 80, with his last 3 gray hairs blowing in the wind. He's on it, He's thinking, this is so cool, man. He looks in his rear view, and here comes the blue light, And he goes, well, I'll show you, and pedals it again. Man, here comes the blue light even more. And he thinks to himself, what am I doing? Have you lost your mind? He pulled off the road. He's sitting there thinking, oh, God. I don't know what I was thinking. I lost it for a minute. I was having a moment, I don't know. And the young guy comes back in, he says, I'll tell you what. He said, it's like really close to noon. He said, if you can give me a really good reason why in the hell you were driving that fast in this car down the interstate, I'll let you go. The guy sits there for a minute and he says, well, my wife ran off with a highway patrolman. And I thought you might be bringing her back. And the cop goes, have a good day, sir. Can't get enough of that joke. I love telling it and I love just hearing it. It's great. It's very funny. Thank you. That's right. We've joined it.
When Bugs Henderson was here the last time, he told a joke. He said, the joke's not that funny, but I just like the way I tell it.
That's a great thing to say, yeah. It's a dog song.
I know, yeah.
You're gonna make us cry.
Oh, don't cry.
You made me cry last time.
Y'all got to sing on this one now. When the time comes, you'll know it.
This is our 2-chord song for this set.
Yes.
Right?
What are those chords, by the way?
It'd be a B and a
real B?
And the 5 chord.
Okay.
The
G.
B is the 1 chord, and then the 5 chord back to the F. F sharp, there you go. Okay, so it's really easy. It's basically Jubal, 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 Jubal. A lot of Jubals in there, and then won't you come on home? That's it. Goes like this. Jubal, 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 won't you come on home, boy? Jubal, 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 won't you come on home? You know this song. Well, there's old Jubal in the tall Joe pie, waiting on a rabbit come a-hopping by. Gonna catch him a big one and give him a chew, keep him from the garden like good dogs do. Jubal, 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 won't you come on home, boy? Jubal, 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 won't you come on home? Well, there's old Jubal running through the creek, fast as lightning. He's a blur, he's a streak, he's multicolored, and his eyes are brown. No pedigree, he's just an old hound. Jubal, 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 won't you come on home, boy? Jubal, 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 won't you come on home? Now one so Jubal he could not stand, laid on the porch and he licked my hand, and I kept a watch, I did not fail, till he got better and he wagged his tail. Jubal, 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 won't you come on home, boy? Jubal, 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 won't you come on home? Now when Jubal got old and ready to go, I took him on a walk down Dry Creek Road. I was his best friend, and I didn't walk fast. And we dug his grave in the shade when he breathed his last. And we sang that morning that we laid him in there. Jubal, 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 won't you come on home? Jubal, 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 won't you come on home? Jubal, won't you come on home, boy? Jubal, Jubal, won't you come on home? Yeah. Total silliness there.
Love it.
Me too.
Well, I've got a dog named Layla, and I can't get anybody to believe I wrote that song, so I'm working on it. I mean, oh, wait. Okay. Do a song about this lady right here in the front row. I seem to write a lot of songs about her. Helen came into my life about 7 years ago. About 7 years ago. I said about 7 years ago. We've been together really since the first night that we started dating. We've been together pretty much constantly since then. And it's Helen's one of those people that I know a lot of you in the room know her well, and some of you don't. But one of the great things about Helen is her consistency. And she's very consistent. Even in spite of that, she would always come home with a good attitude. She was fighting it a lot. And before there's any comments, I don't have a sleep fetish, so before we get started in this song, but she always goes to sleep before I do, and she's so cute when you sleep. When she's sleeping, you know. It's those faces, you know. I won't go into all of them, but anyway, she's cute. And so one night I was sitting around and I got the idea on this song, and I got to thinking, you know, one of the things that kind of generically that we say very often, like you say hello or good day to how are you doing to somebody, is when you come home is baby I'm home. And so that's the line that's stuck. And if y'all, it repeats 4 times when I get to that part, and you'll feel it, I think. And if y'all want to sing along, you're welcome to it. This is a little weird, this pattern. Sit here at night, I watch you sleep, thinking about our day and how it started when we parted, went our own separate ways. We did our deeds, we worked our jobs just to bring home our pay. I do it all over again just to hear you say, baby, I'm home. And I thought of you all day, baby, I'm home. And I love your tender ways, baby, I'm home. Baby, I'm home. One more time, y'all, come on. Baby, I'm home. One more time. Baby, I'm home. Okay. In every little thing we ever do, I'm always proud of you and who you are, my shining star. Be there when the day is through, and baby, I'm home. And I thought of you all day, baby, I'm home. And I missed your tender ways, baby, I'm home. Come on, y'all. Baby, I'm home again. Baby, I'm home. One more time. Baby, I'm home. you go, you're there with me. What I do is all for you. At the end of every day, I get to hear you say, baby, I love you. Baby, I'm home. And I thought of you all day. Baby, I'm home. And I love your tender ways. Baby, I'm home. Baby, I'm home. Baby, I'm home. Baby, I'm home. I sit here at night and watch you sleep, thinking about our day.
Yeah, sweet guy.
Thank you. It's funny because Ann Armstrong, I played that song for her not long after I wrote it, and she said, "You sure do love that woman."
You know it.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a fact.
But you know that word obvious is a strange word, isn't it?
Can be.
If it was obvious, wouldn't it be obvious?
It's kind of like somebody. It's like somebody.
So somebody goes, "That's obvious," and you go, "Well, obviously not."
Yeah. Or they come and say, "Can I ask you a question?" You say, "You just did." Seems true.
Too funny.
It's like a Black Angus. What?
This past fall, Andy Renfrey, who is the female vocalist in the wonderful Two-Bit Palomino group.
He'll be here in 2 weeks.
Yeah. They came through and did our venue there. And before that, I had met Andy at Swarfa a couple of years ago. But this year, we connected more and talked about it. She sent me a lyric, and I worked a little on it, but I really felt slow. It took me 6-7 months to nail what I felt like her lyric was headed toward. And then you also kind of like, as the person who's coming on the music end, thinking, well, to make my music work, I might need to adjust it right here. Is that okay? Or can I change this around or write something extra in here? So it's sort of one of those collaborations. But I really have grown to love singing this song, and I can't wait to hear them do it. You'll get to hear them do it before I will, probably.
I'll tell you one thing, Andy, if y'all haven't ever heard Andy Renfrey, she's got one killer voice.
And a heck of a writer. She had a cut on
all three people in that band are great writers.
The last album that the cowboy singer, sorry.
Michael Murphy.
No, the real cowboy singer.
Roy Rogers.
Jim Nitschke.
Well, there you have it.
Okay.
It's the middle of another night. I can't get no rest. Love like a heavy stone lays deep down in my chest. Clouds race across the sky. The moon shines on the lake. As I walk down memory lane, I feel my heart break. Me, the willow and the wind are missing you again. We'll weep and moan and sigh till the sun reclaims the sky, and wonder when our morning will end. Me, the willow and the wind. Well, it's funny how memory holds what my arms never will. Lost love can leave a hole only emptiness can fill. Sometimes I lose control, sometimes I make the turn. Some paths I'll walk again, but this bridge I must burn. Me, the willow and the wind are missing you again. We'll weep and moan and sigh till the sun reclaims the sky, and wonder when our mourning will end. Me, the willow and the wind. Me, the willow and the wind. It's the middle of another night, I can't get no rest.
Pai's involved with the Puff Bunny House Concert. If you're on Facebook, Puff Bunny House Concert, she's involved in both in Tennessee and in Fredericksburg. If you're going to go like out of Waxahachie, you might as well go to Fredericksburg, right?
Yeah, it's a great town over there.
Great town.
And they've got a space where they've got an outdoor patio, so it's a little weather dependent, but I bet the back patio probably holds 100 people easily, and people bring their lunches and there's little coolers. And
You were talking about a while ago about the weather affecting things. And I think you and I had discussed before the weather that we've had the last few years, from the wildfires to the dries to the wets and everything else. Well, a few years ago we were having that biblical rain year here. You know you're bored now if you've been in the house so long that you can't go out because it's raining, and you sit around trying to make the sound of rain on a guitar, and that's when you've been in the house too long. It happened to me.
When I see the rain gently running down a window pane, makes me feel the same as I do when I hear your name. Some loves drift away, and if they're not meant to stay, like the night turns into day, some live to die another day. It was London in May, the sky a million shades of gray. Our love seemed to fade day by day in the English rain, but we didn't run away, tenacity on display. Our passion never strayed, so we lived to die another day. And we just hung on to what we knew, scared to break away though we needed to. It seemed to be our lot in life, just players in the game. And if you don't change the equation, it all adds up the same. Our love couldn't survive, no matter how many times we've tried. And to keep our pride, we had to say goodbye. But we moved on along with a new sense of right and wrong. As we went on our way, this time we didn't live to die another day.
Some people run, and some people crawl, and some people don't even move at all. And some roads lead forward, and some roads lead back. Some roads are bathed in light, some wrapped in fearful black. And time, oh time, where did you go? Time, oh good, good time, where did you go? Some people never get, and some never give, and some people never die, and some never live. And some folks treat me mean, some treat me kind. Most folks just go their way, don't pay me any mind. And time, oh time, where did you go? Time, oh good, good time, where did you go? Isn't it amazing that I was singing this song when I was like 17, 18 years old, and I didn't know a damn thing, you know, and it's like, now I really understand this song, you know. Sometimes I'm satisfied, and sometimes I'm not. Sometimes my face is cold, sometimes it's hot. At sunset I laugh, and at sunrise I cry. At midnight I'm in between and wondering why. And time, oh time, where did you go? Time, oh good, good time, where did you go? Where did you go? There is a great song. Thank you, Michael Merchant, for writing that song.
Well, I tell you what, it was one great voice that put it out there. Okay, you can't listen to it right now, Forrest.
Checking his copy already?
Yeah.
Yeah, Forrest,
I
that
think
is
this
really
guy's a
Forrest. Did your mother
groupie,
not
you know?
teach you
Come
better
on.
than that, Forrest?
He doesn't know how to turn it off.
I tell you what, is Ann still around? She's still here?
I'm here. Get some
Okay, well, I know
harmonica
you're
going.
here, but you're going to play some harmonica.
Yeah,
What I
yeah,
think
yeah.
we're going to do when we come back is we're going to let Steve and Ann do a couple of tunes for
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
And then Pi and I will come back up and finish up. And
then we'll all get a pile of
Yeah, then we're going to have fun. Then the fun starts. So
musical pile. Musical pile.
it's like a musical pie.
Don't scare my nephew. He's a good boy.
That comes much later in the I played this song for the first time last weekend, and I want to see if you guys can sing as loud as those people did last weekend. Something about this song moved me a lot, and I'm going to try my best to get through it. I'm a very emotional guy, and so if I start breaking up or if I get teary-eyed, it's just okay. It could happen. I was coming home from Waxahachie. I'd gone into town. The term "the world" was in my head, and I don't know why. I don't know what hung it there, but just the world that we live in. And so I got home and I got online and I went to Bible.com and I pulled up the New King James Version and I did a search on the world. And what came back really shocked me. What I saw in there was hundreds of references to what the world brings. But in every statement, it also talked about the ways of God being different from the ways of the world. And the ways of God are different than the ways of the world. The words that I'm going to quote you here, I put in the order that I put them in this song, but these are all out of the Old and New Testament. The world brings you hate, jealousy, deceit and pride, destruction, sorrow, and bigotry and lies, philosophy, abuse, vanity, and riches, tribulation, evil, arrogance, and sickness, and judgment, and anger, persecution, and shame, and taxes, and bondage, and lust, greed, and pain, and crucifixion, and wrath, and sin, and envy, and wickedness, and filth, and corruption, and chaos, condemnation, temptation, deception, inequity, works, fear, and religion. The great thing about Christianity, those of us that are Christians, and I'm not going to get up here and take the pulpit tonight, we know the difference between Christianity and we understand that it's not a religion, it's what God did for us on the cross. We can't gain His acceptance by how good we are because we're not that good. But what God brings in answer to those things that the world brings, He brings you wisdom. He brings you strength. And He brings you answers to questions you seek. He brings you joy. And He brings you hope. He brings you faith straight from above, and He brings you contentment, and He brings you the truth, and He brings you understanding to all that you do, and He brings you your friendships, and He brings you the Word. He brings you healing straight from above. And He brings you forgiveness. And He brings you the light. And He brings you compassion.
and He changes your life, and He brings you angels, and He brings you your worth, and He brings you miracles straight from above, and He brings you salvation, and He brings you your health, He brings you your talents, and He brings you your wealth, and He brings you peace, and He brings you love, and He brings you grace straight from above, and He brings you grace straight from above. Now would y'all do me a favor? Just hang that half mark for a second. Would y'all just sing back to me those lyrics that we just sang? Those of you that feel led to do it, okay? And so just sing them back to me. As He brings you wisdom, He brings you wisdom, and He brings you your strength, He brings you your strength, and He brings you answers, He brings you answers to questions you seek, to questions you seek, and He brings you joy, He brings you joy, and He brings you hope, He brings you hope, and He brings you faith, He brings you faith straight from above, straight from above, and He brings you contentment, and He brings you the truth, He brings you understanding to all that you do. He brings us our friendships, and He brings us the Word, and He brings us healing straight from above. He brings you forgiveness, and He brings you light. He brings you compassion, and He changes your life. He brings you angels, and He brings you your worth, and He brings you miracles straight from above. He brings you salvation, He brings you good health, He brings you your talents, and He brings you your wealth, and He brings you peace, and He brings you love, He brings you grace straight from above. Repeat that last line. And He brings you grace straight from above. Thank y'all. Y'all were so good. Give God a hand on that. Yeah.
The chorus.